Before you begin this module, please complete the preceding modules. Welcome to the Paperless Forms modules. This will include 3 videos. The purpose of this video is to help you visually understand how to use your cloud-based dental tech platform. Please write down any questions as we go along. We will give you an email address to submit any questions at the end of this video and all training segments. To begin, navigate down your toolbar to the Paperless Forms icon. It is the 5th icon on our nav bar. In the submenu items, click on Review Forms. This section behaves exactly like the SmartOffice phone profile in that when you click on that button, the first thing that it does is that it looks to see if there's a patient open in your management system. In this case, we don't even have the management system open, so it can't find anyone. Therefore, it brings us up to this search screen, which looks and acts just like the profile search screen. We can just come in here and start typing and find people either by last name, first name, and phone number, email. And then there's a patient list in here as well, a full list. Other nice features you see on the top bar. These are categories in which you might find a patient depending on what stage of the form's filling out process they are in. And one of the most useful is checked in. Clicking on that, you see a list of all the people who are currently checked in to the office right now. And we can go ahead and click on them and pull up them in that way. You can also find other people in other categories. You can also find people who need review and find people who need syncing. Now, that is how you find someone by your own input. However, what will probably be happening more commonly in a practice is having a patient open in your management system, which then pulls up that same patient in your paperless forms. If we click on this person and then go ahead and hit the paperless forms, there he is. A cool option that comes with the system is that the database can look to see if a patient is in the system, and if they are not, it simply adds them in and pulls them up. If they are in the system already, it just pulls them up. So it's an all-in-one button. It does everything you need it to do. We know this patient isn't in the system, so it's going to go ahead and add them in. When it adds them in, it goes ahead and pulls in all the different forms for them. Every office has a list of required forms. These are forms that every single patient needs to fill in regardless of what their needs are. Those are required forms. All of the forms are loaded except the ones that are not required, which are elective forms. And those are usually forms they need to fill out based on the treatment needs they have. For example, not every patient coming in needs a root canal, but those people who do need root canals and opt to take that treatment, those forms will be available and they cover the issues a patient may encounter. That form is an elective form because this patient is opting to have that treatment. So there is an important difference between a required treatment form and an elective treatment form. They will always preload the required forms. No elective forms are preloaded because, obviously, you wouldn't know what a patient needs yet. You see, each form has the ability to copy email link, send to device, and remove form. On the right, you have a list of all the forms that have been filled out. It's kind of a history of forms. Of course, this patient hasn't filled out anything, but I'll go through that and you'll end up seeing what that looks like. Down at the bottom here is an important, subtle little thing to know. When you are reviewing the forms, as you can see, you don't have a lot of space down here. I can click on this and it will move this whole entire section up and it will collapse the forms assigned and the forms area. I can click it again and it will bring that back, but when I actually begin reviewing forms with a patient, that is probably what you're going to want to do every time. Thank you for watching this Paperless Forms module. Please visit our web portal to see frequently asked questions, support.dentaltech.com, or call us at 844-368-5835, option 4, or email training@dentaltech.com. We'll move on to the paperless forms training module number 2 in the next training module.